Well, it's still December 25th. It's now pretty late in the evening, just a few hours left. Um, I did my best to sleep through most of the day, so I wouldn't have to, um, I don't know, fast forward. Because I was awake really early anyway, and then I went for a run and did some videos and stuff like that. So it's like I did some stuff today, early, very early, before anybody else was really awake. And I went for that run, and and showered and ate and slept for most of the day. And then I woke up, and in a couple hours I'll go to work. And that was Christmas. Oh, I said the word. Dang it. But yeah, so I didn't talk to anybody. I haven't called anybody. I haven't texted anybody. I've received a few calls and texts and voicemails, just a few. Um, but I haven't responded to anybody. Um, and that's like one thing. It's like, I know it's from mom. It's like, to be expected, even though I've explained it to her, like, directly. Um, and she just writes it off as, well, she worries. And that excuses the behavior, which I understand. Well, it's in the best way I can possibly understand. So I just, don't get angry. Or try not to get upset. Is the multiple calls and voicemails. And I've explained that does not help me. That does not help me get back to you faster. I will call you when it's probably a predetermined time that I've got in mind that I am going to contact you. And calling me again and leaving another voicemail, that slows me down. That so it's like, let me, don't force me, or don't, yeah. So it's one of those things. So it's been a very quiet day, for my part, trying to exist. One of the other people that live in this place, another apartment down the hall, he sent me a text saying that he was going to his mom's house in a different town, and he offered to bring me a plate of food if I were interested. I did not respond. Let people think whatever they want to think, but it's like, I have food. It's like I made preparations in advance that I wouldn't have to deal with people unless I wanted to, which I don't want to, so I haven't. So it's like, yeah, I do these things well in advance. There is a plan to get through these things. And I didn't interact with the recovery world at all. Even though they're having stuff, or Alcoholics Anonymous, in recovery in general, social gathering, which I've forced myself to engage with, and interact and socialize in previous years. Whereas this year, I decided not to. It's like, I'm not going to force myself. And sure, if I had gone, I might have, and like it would have been like previous years. I would have had a mixed reaction. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I went, but kind of glad it was done. And it's like, I just find the whole thing exhausting, feeling like I have to be on, I have to perform, I have to be the recovery person, and I have to, talk in a certain way, and even then, it's like in later successive years, it was just like, I still got to be myself, but I got to be myself. I don't know. I have to come up with conversation. I have to think of things to say in a safe way, kind of thing. Small talk. And then people I haven't seen in a while, they want to check on me. And they want me to check on them. And if I haven't talked to them in a while, I could, it's like I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by not wanting to check on them. So I'll just stay away. So that's what I did. I didn't really think about it, as far as that was concerned. I didn't even think about it. It was just like, no, I'm not going. And I'm sure, they could have used the support. But with or without me, the world goes on. With or without me, there's still problems. With or without me, whoever was going to have had problems tonight and it's like, I'm sure a lot of people have worse problems than I do, and different problems, and who knows. But as it said, it's like whether somebody else, relapses or goes back out, or I have no control over that. So it's like whether a person does or doesn't, that's their responsibility. I don't force anybody or cause anybody to do anything. It's on them, just like anything was always and is on me. No one does or doesn't cause me to do anything. If I make it about them, well, it's not about them. It's always about me. No one can force me to make any certain decision to do or don't do something. I didn't say that well. So there is no guilt, there is no burden, and there is no shame on anybody for being or not being what I needed them to be or not be, or there or not there. It's like this is the life of my choosing, the life of my understanding, and it might not be all that interesting, but I don't care. I'm not living it for somebody else's interest or amusement. So y'all can be quiet, even though there isn't an y'all. So anyway, this is just a closing on the day video. I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere. That's part of the problem. I'm not going anywhere, which is probably okay for now, but I've been saying that for a while. So, I don't know. And I've deliberately avoided looking at the person's work, art. I don't know. I'm trying to pay less attention because I'll just get confused. And I just need to leave them be. And if they really wanted to get in touch with me, they would know how. They know how. And I know if they did want to get in touch with me, they probably can't because of everything. Because if it's hard for me to do anything like this, then it must be hard for them. That's what I gotta figure. So I wouldn't be able to get in touch with me. My approachability factor is like 0. I cannot be approached. It's probably for the best for right now, because I am on high alert and very high sensitivity levels. Like everything is an attack right now. So it's like caution is not just advised, it is mandatory. So it's just like the world should just stay away. I am just that universally bothered by everything right now. So there isn't like it's not anybody in particular, it's everybody. So, and I know this, so I don't yeah. Everybody's safety. I don't want to accidentally offend, you know. And also, it's like I also realize that it's like it doesn't seem like I was bringing any sort of contentment or happiness or joy or anything to the situation. I was only bringing confusion and chaos and misinterpretation and heartache and probably senses of trespass and maybe some betrayal and being an intruder. So it's like, that's not my intention. So it's like, I don't want to accidentally or intentionally cause harm. So it's like the best way, it's like, I'll just stay out of it. And it's like, so I don't know if they understand that or not, or who knows what they think. I don't know. I really don't know. At this point, I have no context, no reference, and I just assume they're talking to other people. They have other interests. And my time, as I said everything. As it was approaching, it's like, yeah. Whatever value or meaning or importance I ever had, I don't know. But I probably invested myself a bit too much emotionally. And there just wasn't that support. It's like I was leaning into the situation, and there was nothing reciprocal leaning back, and I was just something like that. So, and they didn't know. They had no idea, or at least it seemed. And if they did have an idea, they was like, how do I, please don't. But because I didn't hide it towards the end, and their response was, yeah. It's just the worst when you find out that somebody really likes you and you don't share that feeling, and then it's just awkward, and then it's just going to be hurt feelings no matter what you do. So I've done my best to understand and go away as graciously as I possibly can at this point, even though my temper got the best of me there for a little bit in word form. But even then, I thought I was being playful, but it probably didn't come across as playful. But it came across as crass and aggressive for a line or two, and then that sort of carried through. And who knows? Like I say, she might be reading in the voice of other people that have been mean to her in the past. So she sees like there might be some trigger words, and those trigger words just hit hard. And then it just taints the entire everything. So whatever is supposed to be, lightening the mood might just be darkening it further. I don't know. I am really just speculating on everything. And I'm, as far as like pretending to be things that I'm not, it's like I'm tired of pretending. And as far as everybody else is concerned and what's going on, I'm tired of guessing. So it's like, in a lot of things, I'm tired of participating. It's like, that's probably not good. It probably just means I'm doing the wrong things. I'm in the wrong activities, and I don't have that many activities. but I need to be basically talking with different people, interacting with different people, participating in different activities, or not. It's my life. What I do and what I don't do, it's up to me. And then not feeling bad over it, not feeling guilty over it, that I should be doing something else or I should be doing more. That's what it's always about. And it's like no matter what I'm doing, I need to be doing more, I need to be doing different, or I need to be doing better. It's like, no. So, or I should be feeling bad over not wanting to do more, better, or different. No, I'm doing okay. I fulfill my responsibilities. I keep to my commitments and my obligations. You know, even when I overextend on my responsibilities, commitments, and obligations, and you know they weren't wanted. It's like, well, I kept them anyway until it was, yeah. So anyway, nothing's been about a goodbye for me. It's just change. So it's like there would have been moments where I was angry and upset, but I'm not angry and upset. I'm just, you know, just hurt. I'm sad. I'm grieving. I've had my time to think about everything, and it's like I still don't understand why they friended me back, just even as recently as the 16th. 9 days ago. That was the last sign of interest in my continued involvement in their story. And that might have just been a passing, like, morbid curiosity, because they can, you know, keep up with me, you know, see what I'm doing. You know, that might have been it, just a curiosity. Not like an actual, hey, I want you in my life. You know, but, yeah. So, I can read into it anything. You know, so it's like I'm trying to fall back on the mantra of it's not about me, it's not for me, it has nothing to do with me, it's none of my business. If anything, it's always been and has been about, mostly about some person in a recording studio or somewhere thereabouts in the Bronx, over in New York. And there was just a history there that started before I came around. And they've got some sort of yeah, something that I don't have, which is more interesting. So, that's nothing to say anything bad about me. I'm just a strange person. And there's nothing bad about being strange. Anyway, so I should probably wrap this up and get ready for my phone call that I have to make. And unwrap a gift. And then, which I don't know what's in there, so it's probably something I don't want. And I will have to, I'll react to it honestly in my appreciative way. So, yeah. I need to mentally prepare in these last 10 minutes before I have to make the call. Yeah. "10 minutes to go. Not happy. But I'm happier than how I used to be. So there's something about that. And nothing is the end of the world yet. And there's other things going on, and I don't understand it, and things don't make sense. But I'm glad for that, I guess, that the ability to adapt and innovate and invent and write to make sense of things, because no one else can really make sense of things to me. I make sense of things for myself, because I'm the only one that knows exactly how I'm dealing with things. And it's not by choice. I can't not be the way that I am. So I can't just all of a sudden be normal. So, and it's like, why would, and I wouldn't want to be, because I look around and it's like, well, they don't seem happy. It's like, they seem like they're doing what they think they're supposed to be doing. Good for them. But that was never for me. So I don't know what's for me. Maybe this is all that's for me, and I'm being okay with it. I don't know. Maybe not this particular location or whatever, but no matter where I go, there I am. So anyway, I really am stalling at this point. So I gotta go.